Okay, welcome to the training part 1 for how to process the voicemails that come in on PhoneBurner. You should have received the login information to log into this website, PhoneBurner. And for this work, you will focus on this section up here in these tabs up at the top. Click on voicemail, and it will take you to a list of all the calls that have come in from our prospects. Some of them leave a message, some of them hang up. So the ones that leave a message, what your job will be is to take all this information, the phone number, and put it in this sheet called Responded to Voicemail. And then you will listen to the message, play the message and listen to it, and then you will put what they say in this section under Notes, which should have been frozen and didn't get frozen yet. So I'm going to view this, freeze the row 1. So now we can see what the headings of these columns are. So you're going to listen to the message and put the information in here. There are several different types of messages that are going to come in. One of them, for example, will be a realtor, like this one. And in that case, we need these notes to have realtor in bold caps, not bold, but in caps at the beginning of the notes that you leave. And another type of lead will come in. They will say, for example, this property is already listed with a realtor, as it says here. This property is listed with a realtor. So then you will just put listed with a realtor on the beginning of the notes that come in, like that. Or some of them might be sold. And if sold, then you'll just put in there, you'll just paste in there, you'll just put in there sold in the beginning of the message, and then you put the rest of the message after. Like you might put their name after it or something about the property or something. Or maybe they'll say, well, this is not for sale. So then you'll always start that out. Make sure you start that out, not for sale. And so another type of message, it's really a different category altogether, is someone who's calling back after having received a letter from us or a note from us or a postcard from us. So then we need to know that in the very beginning of the notes that you put in there. So then just put in there something like received note, depending on what they say. They received a letter from you guys? Yeah, we received a letter from you guys. So just start that out with received letter. And we need that in caps. And then they'll go on with, this is Bob, blah, 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 whatever else the rest of the message is. And so what you will do then is you will go into the PhoneBurner, you're in the voicemail section, and you're going to go to the messages that have the green button that says new. The ones below it, if you go to page 2, for example, there will be other messages that have recordings like this, but they don't say new, which means that we already got that information. This has already been transcribed, so you can skip this one. You only want to focus on the ones that say new. So we'll go back to page 1, and the first step is to copy the phone number and put it in under here. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. And don't skip lines like I've done here for demonstration purposes and trying to teach you this. Don't skip lines like this. Keep them all full. So we've got the phone number in there. The next step is to listen to the message, and you won't be able to hear this because I don't have that capability, but I'm just going to type in there what they say. Click play. The message ended, so I have to play it again because I didn't get all that stuff she said. So I'm going to click play. Now I have to go back and check that phone number that she gave me because she said it so fast. Yeah. Okay, so that's that one. Now I'm going to clean this up a little bit here. I think what I'll do is I'll put this stuff somewhere else. I'm going to leave this here. You can delete this when you get the hang of it. These two are actually those two are actually already done. Those are good ones. But I want to get rid of those vacant rows there, so I'm going to delete those rows. So I think what I'll do is I'll put all this stuff down here. These are just examples. So you get the idea. Like this one here, the lady said this is a realtor. You know, I'm an agent. This is Teresa. She said, "This is Teresa Allen. I'm an agent, and you called about the house on blah blah blah." We don't reference the houses by address, so that doesn't help us at all. She didn't give me the phone number of the owner that we called, so we can't reference that. But just put in that it's a realtor and leave the information that they give you. And this guy, you know, he just said he works nights. He's still thinking about selling. He's asking $200, so that's good information. So we know we need to call them at a different time of day, and like in the late afternoon. So going back to phone burner and taking the next phone number here and copying that and pasting it in here, and now I'm listening to the message. So that's all I need to know. That's a realtor. That's really all I need to know there, because we want to talk to that person. Copy 8095. Let's see. That's the same number again. 900-8095. You know what? I'm taking the wrong number. I keep doing this. This is the number they called from. This is the number we want. This is our number that they called to us. We don't want to put that number in where I did that one in there. So I'm going to take this out. I'm going to take this, copy, and I'm going to put that where the other one was. I'm going to paste that in there, and I'm going to get this one and copy this, and this is the one I want to put in the next one. And I'm going to go listen to the message. He gave a second number. So I'm going to put that other number in here too. We want those other numbers. I'm going to play that again. Okay, so that all that information got in there, and you see on this page there aren't any more new ones. Now, just to show you what happens, I'm going to go to page 2, and I'm going to go back to page 1 to show you that once those have been called, now they don't show green because you've already played those messages there. So just keep going through, go to the next page, and find the next one that says new. Copy the phone number over here. Copy, go back to this sheet, paste it in there, go back here, click play, get in the sheet, and put the response in. Now, this is an example of investor. He's talking about one of my houses. So that guy has many houses, and we want to put this in front. Investor, one of my houses. And another thing that you'll hear sometimes is people will say, investor. Investor is another one that we want you to put that right in front too. The guy will say, I'm not sure which house you're calling about. I have several houses, that kind of thing. And he's not an agent, that's an investor. So make sure you put investor on the beginning of that notes like that. So we want to see these. And so I might have time to do one more. And I guess I'll do this one here. Copy, and this is probably a better way to show you how fast these can go. If you do a split screen on these, you should know how to do that. This one is, I'm putting the notes what she said. You haven't owned that in over a year. That is, I'm going to go caps sold. That's not her house anymore. So hopefully that gives you an idea of what to do here. If you need any help with anything, just give me a call. And and then this will be followed up with a part 2 video explaining how to do the part 2 of this job. Thank you.